Understand your half guard leads into that play we just did as we try to attack the dog. Cool. What we're going to work first though is some classic 10 planet. So we're going to start with a lockdown and deep. We're going to get in deep right here like this. So I got a lockdown and my lockdown's curled up. So lockdowns can be extended like this when you're moving people around with it, or they can be pulled in tight, right? We're starting this position right here where our spine's straight, our elbows and knees are lined up, and we're tight like this. Greg would love to cross face me right here, boom, and push me to my back, push his chest to my chest and flatten me out. Does that make sense, guys? The top player is always trying to get the cross face and this underhook. Understand that the underhook controls the lever, which is my arm, which stops me from turning in. I need an underhook to turn in. Does that make sense, guys? So we're here, we're deep, and we're avoiding him getting the underhook, him getting the cross face. I want to be tight right here and make it so that Greg has to compromise his base by trying to put both hands on me. So if I'm here, he's trying to grab into my head, he has nothing controlling his hands. Does that make sense, guys? He's an easy sweep because his hands are kind of floating. The other concept here I want you guys to understand is that you have his hips. So you have control of your partner's pelvis basically, right here. And as I pull him on top of me, see where his hips are? I have his hips. I can move him around. We're gonna set up the play with a kazushi. So we're gonna bump into Greg. We wanna push into Greg so he responds by pushing back. And that brings him on top of me. Let me see Joe real quick, because I know Joe. Just to use Joe's wrestling prowess. Immediately, if I try to V-base Joe, boom, see what his hands did? Right here, and then what will he do? Cross face me? Boom, and now I'm like, I'm stuck right here. So we wanna deal with that base. We're gonna go push, slide, and then my hand right here is gonna move that base out. You see what that did to his weight? It shifts it that way. And then this hand is gonna C-cup his armpit, or his tricep rather, like so. Bring it to right here. And then Joe, try to grab my head. You want to get your partner right here where he's not in a position to reestablish his base. If he can grab my head, he'll pull himself back on top and put his chest back on my chest. So we're gonna go bump, slide, whip too. I didn't mention that in the first run through. When I bump into him, he pushes back, I slide underneath him. I use my whip now, I start straightening out my leg and I push out his base. This hand's gonna move to his tricep. This hand's gonna move to his tricep. We're gonna get our partner right here and just control him in this position. I'm not gonna advance it after this, just let you know that you can own your partner in this spot right here. So, bump, slide underneath him, whip your lockdown, and pump this arm out. Make sure that base goes that way. So as I move his base out, it gets lighter for me, and it's easier for me to hit the electric chair position. We'll go over finishing mechanics in a second, but get to right here and make sure that your partner can't get back on top of you. Try to get back on top of me, Joe. Try to punch me, Joe. We want to get like this. Get like this. My lockdown's extended now. Sorry, Joe. If I want to be a dick about it, I could just start straightening it out and kind of almost tap him right here without hitting electric chair. So I'm just gonna kind of give him some tension. Make sure you're not like this. This is annoying. You know, your coaches will yell at you. Fix your lockdown. Make sure the foot's behind the ankle and you're using them collectively. So the cueing: bump, slide, whip, and D-base right here. Push that base out and get both hands on the tricep. Greg, what's up? Oh, you're just mimicking? Yeah. You guys got questions? Pretty basic stuff, right? The real game is the kazushi, guys. He's got a good base and you just try to like pull him on top of you and he won't move. So you gotta push into him, threaten him, and move his base out. Get to right here and control your partner. Cool? Awesome. Your hands and your biceps, you're gonna wear out way quicker. So if you're in the electric chair position, right here, and I get him like this, and I let this leg right here on my arm sit like that, he's gonna overpower my arm. It's just too strong. So if I'm like this, he's gonna drive that down. What I wanna do is notch his leg on the structure of my body, like in my shoulder pit right here. So he can't just push my body apart. Now by me just keeping my arm like this, it notches his leg in this position, and he can no longer just drive his leg back. But if you kind of hang it out like that, he's gonna win that one, and you're gonna get tired. Cool? All right, 1, 2, electric on those, right? My face is hidden. He's trying to cross face me all the time. He's trying to use his whizzer. I push into him and then pull on top, right? I start whipping up and pushing this base right here. Eddie refers to this position as the moment of truth. Are you gonna get the electric chair, or is he gonna go right back to where he started? Right, so I really gotta whip, 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 push, 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 and get him over there, getting that leg notched on my shoulder. Sorry, my rash guard. Once I'm here, he's always pushing back at me. He's trying to rebuild his base, but I'm gonna keep controlling this position. When I'm ready to go for the break, when he's kind of settled down, I wanna re-drop my shoulder below his knee. So if I'm way out here on his leg, I can't quite get the tension I want on him. I wanna make myself smaller so that I can get bigger, right? If I get real small inside, now as I open up, it sucks. Does that make sense, guys? So if I'm here and his leg's kind of like that, when I'm ready to make the move, I'm gonna drop in and catch his knee with my shoulder. I'll reach out with this arm and post up and get on this elbow. Now, a real common mistake here is for people to drive their own head over their shoulder. So if I go here and I push my head like this, I bring my base down. I don't want to see you do that. I want to see you guys keep that anchor right there and extend your legs that direction. So my head doesn't move, my legs just go that way. Yeah, sorry, Greg. Pretty flexible. Yeah, I get a little deeper on the leg. But do you also see if I'm up too high, your knee will drop down, bend your knee that way. And he kind of relieve the pressure. Does that make sense, guys? So I need to control that joint, extend out, and I'm S-gripping right here with the tap. Cool, so bump, slide, whip, and destroy the base, double C-cup the arm. Tries to grab my head a few times. We're hanging out. I feel him getting tired. I'll take this hand, swim back, and build my base. I want to get a little bit above him if I can. I'll drop in behind the knee, S-grip my hands, and then see the lockdown I still got? Extending that lockdown for the tap. Make sense, guys? We're gonna add a sweep to this, so we're just gonna high-five the ref. What do you say to the ref? How do you say Brazilian hello, what's up? Os. Os, yeah, just go os, like this. Climb over the top, and then cradle your partner. That makes sense, guys? Can you get to right here? He's in a shit spot. You don't want his knee by his head like this, all stretched out. We're right here, right? What's the cueing? Bump, slide, whip, bump, slide, pump, pump, pump. Get him over there. He's gonna mess around for a little bit, thinking, oh shit, I gotta grab his head, I gotta get back to the top. I'm not gonna let him. I'll post up, drop below his knee, S-grip. Start to extend. Yeah, tap. Os. Hardo, whatever you gotta say. Get up there. Control his head and arm. I'm sorry, his head and leg together like this. Get to this spot. If you want to add a nice fancy pass, I keep this leg hooked. I bring that leg out and I turn him over. One more time, right? Let's get that rake down though. We're here. Bump, slap, whip, whip, whip. Push that base out. Get him right here. We made it through the moment of truth. We'll swim our arm out, build our base, S-grip. Make sure I'm below the knee. And extend the legs out. Electric sweep. Hand and arm control. Keep the lockdown until you pass, and then turn his hips over. A really nice side control. Easy? Questions? If you guys don't have it, raise your hand, I'll come help. One more time. Boom. There was no claps in that. Oh, was there a question?
Someone wanted to see it one more time.
Oh, one more time?
If you would like to finish watching this full class, you can subscribe to us on tempeatx.tv. We have full classes that we teach at 10th Planet Austin from all of our instructors, as well as classes from guest instructors who come in, different seminars that we've taught. We have live rolls. We also have MMA instruction from our MMA team. Seminars from different instructors we've invited in. Full seminars like this one here from J-Flow Judo, who's the Olympic national judo coach for the U.S., as well as a black belt in jiu-jitsu. All these classes available now on tempeatx.tv.